The jury in the Derek Chauvin trial had the day off today. On Monday, they will hear closing arguments, get jury instructions, and begin deliberations. They will be sequestered, which means that they will spend the night in a hotel and be escorted by deputies to and from the courthouse. Esme Murphy examines the possible outcomes in the case.
If Derek Chauvin is found not guilty on all charges, he will walk out of the courtroom a free man. If he is convicted on any of the 3 counts, he will be immediately taken into custody.
Right from the courtroom, he will go to jail, and he will be held in jail till sentencing. And at sentencing, if there's a prison sentence, which of course there would be, he would go to prison.
Chauvin faces 3 charges. On second-degree unintentional murder under sentencing guidelines, he could get 12.5 years. On third-degree murder, it would also be 12.5 years. And on second-degree manslaughter, it would be 4 years. If there is a conviction, the jury will have a second job to do. The jury will have to go back and deliberate on whether any aggravating factors exist. The first possible aggravating factor is whether the victim was treated with particular cruelty. And the second is if a child was present. Witnesses at the scene and who testified include 2 teens who were 17 at the time, as well as a 9-year-old.
If they find aggravating factors, the judge could go all the way up to the statutory maximum, which for count 1 is up to 40 years, count 2 up to 25 years, and count 3 up to 10 years.
If in fact Derek Chauvin is acquitted, he could still face federal criminal civil rights charges. We do know that a federal grand jury has been meeting to consider those charges. And if in fact he is charged and convicted in federal court, he could face up to life in prison. Esme Murphy, WCCO 4 News.
If convicted, Chauvin would be formally sentenced at a later date, as Esme said. Our coverage of the Derek Chauvin trial will resume on CBSN Minnesota Monday morning at 9. Watch live with Jason DeRusha as the prosecution and defense present their closing arguments to the jury.